Whenever you want to start.
Good morning.
Morning.
Thank you for attending today's program in observance of Arbor Day. My name is John Meinhardt, and I am the Commissioner in Ward 1 in Upper Dublin Township. As the representative of the Board of Commissioners, I'm proud to state that Upper Dublin Township has been a Tree City USA community for the past 17 years. With the work of the Board, Shade Tree Commission, and Parks and Recreation Department, we hope to continue that status for many years. In addition to celebrating Arbor Day, we're also present to recognize the life of John Pileggi Sr. and his donation of 100 mature trees to Upper Dublin Township in the past 2013. With Mr. Pileggi's passing, the legacy of his generosity and kindness will live on with donated trees planted throughout the township, including this one that we are planting today. As a lifelong Upper Dublin resident, it gives me great pleasure to be present at this dedication. In memory of John Pileggi Sr., and on behalf of the Upper Dublin Township Board of Commissioners, I would like to formally dedicate this plaque in appreciation of his lasting contribution to Upper Dublin Township and its residents. In memory of John Pileggi Sr. and on behalf of the Township Board of Commissioners, I would like to make sure that everybody understands how important it is for this presentation today. Fortunately, we have a member of the Pileggi family are all with us today. And next I would like to introduce Patty Pileggi, the daughter of the late John Pileggi Sr., who would like to say a few words about her father's passion for trees and the history of Upper Dublin.
This being Arbor Day, it is fitting that today would be a day that would recognize my father, John Pileggi. Being a nurseryman for all of his life, he adored plants and trees and passed that quality on to his children. He loved nothing more than disappearing into the fields of his nurseries, brimming with trees, and spending hours and hours trimming and shaping, feeding and nurturing his nursery stock. He taught us how to plant and how important it was to develop and nurture a plant's roots. My father's roots in Upper Dublin Township went deep and were planted over 55 years ago with a nursery and garden center business he started with his father Bruno and his mother Mary. He fed those roots, and that nursery business grew and branched out into a building and contracting business in 4 states. In the early 60s, he moved his family, being my mother, brother, and I, to Dresher, where we grew up and my parents lived for 30 years. After his passing last year, my family still maintains a business presence in Maple Glen at the site of their original nursery. My father was always sure to point out to us a beautiful flowering tree or a patch of trees or evergreens that he planted years and years ago. He would look at the large specimen trees with pride and describe to us how very small they were when he planted them. Like his nursery stock, he was proud of his presence in Upper Dublin Township and spent a lifetime watching it grow. We thank everyone at the township for remembering my father today.
Steve?
Thank you, Commissioner Meinhardt, Patty. I'm Steve Stone, Chairman of the Upper Dublin Shade Tree Commission, and I'm delighted that we can all assemble here this morning as Upper Dublin Township celebrates Arbor Day. It's been observed that in suburbia, that's where developers cut down trees and then name streets after them. Here, we have a different perspective on Upper Dublin. This year, the Upper Dublin Shade Tree Commission celebrates its 20th year of operation. It was established in 1994, and the Board of Commissioners and township staff have supported our work over all the intervening years in a great many ways, such as by the resolution it passes every year commemorating and proclaiming Arbor Day, our annual budgetary appropriation. John, please keep that coming. And most visibly, by having our Tree City USA fly prominently on our township flagpole. I want to acknowledge and thank members of the township staff who work closely with us. Township Manager Paul Leonard, Jonathan Bleemer, Derek Dorica, Andy Fowler, Deb Ritter, Frank Isabella, and Rick Barton. And of course, special thanks to my Shade Tree Commission colleagues, Ron Ayers, Chris Dartley, Debbie Hoffman, and Betsy Parziali, for their work throughout the year to keep Upper Dublin green. The Shade Tree Commission holds its regular meetings on the third Thursday of each month at 3:30 here in the Township Building, and our meetings are open to the public and all who are interested. In the past 8 years, we've observed Arbor Day on location at Upper Dublin schools by conducting tree planting ceremonies with our students. Next week, we will continue that tradition with tree plantings at 2 of the schools that John Jr. attended, Sandy Run and Jarretttown. Last year, we had our tree planting ceremony at the high school, and visible over Stacy's shoulder is the tree with the green gator bag on it that we planted in commemoration of Arbor Day last year. We in Upper Dublin are lucky to enjoy the cooperation of our township and our school district in so many ways, demonstrating our mutual commitment to the environment and to environmental education. Customarily, at each of our Arbor Day programs, either a member of the Shade Tree Commission or our state forester, Jessica Salter, will mention one of America's tree heroes, Sterling Morton. In 1872, Morton proposed that a special day be established each spring to promote the planting of trees. This, of course, evolved into our national celebration of Arbor Day. At the elementary school level, kids often prepare for our tree planting ceremonies by learning the legend of another tree hero, Johnny Appleseed. Although the popular image of Johnny Appleseed is the guy spreading seeds everywhere he went kind of randomly, in fact, he actually planted and established tree nurseries and arranged for their care. Today, we gather to honor and remember a local tree hero, John Pileggi Sr. Building on the lawn mowing business established by his father, John built limestone pike nurseries from a small nursery with, as we've heard, roots in Maple Glen to a significant multi-site landscape supplier. In early 2013, shortly before his passing, John approached Paul Leonard with an amazing offer. He would donate 100 mature, healthy trees to Upper Dublin Township and have them prepared and loaded on trucks. All we needed to do was select the species from those available, arrange for their transportation, find appropriate locations for them, and plant them. Paul asked the Shade Tree Commission to take the lead in turning this offer into reality. Working with Mr. Pileggi and with John Jr., we met those commitments. Shade Tree Commission member Ron Ayers led the effort to find sites for each of the 100 trees. We understand that every single one of the Pileggi trees survived our harsh winter and is thriving. One of the trees was planted, as I mentioned, at our official 2013 Arbor Day ceremony at the high school, and this is another one of the trees from Mr. Pileggi. Marked with the plaque in appreciation of Mr. Pileggi, and as the plaque states, the impact of his donation will be felt by generations to come. Ann, John, Stacy, Patty, and especially the grandchildren who unfortunately couldn't be with us today, Sean, Lauren, Ryan, and John III, as you think of the trees planted over the years on Arbor Day, and as you think of the legend of Johnny Appleseed, know that your husband, father, and grandfather is also a true tree hero. To continue the legacy of keeping Upper Dublin green, the Shade Tree Commission will hold another Adopt a Tree program on Saturday, May 10th from 8:30 to 10. We will be giving away trees free to Upper Dublin residents. Yeah, the trees will be free, but donations will be welcome. We will be located near the parking lot by the Field of Dreams, so tell your friends and neighbors to come by and get your very own tree to plant at your home. For many years, as has been mentioned, Upper Dublin has been recognized by the National Arbor Day Foundation with its prestigious Tree City USA Award. I'd like to extend a special welcome to Jessica Salter, our regional forester from the Pennsylvania Bureau of Forestry, for joining us this morning and to present our Tree City USA recertification. Jess?
Thank you all for having me here today. As mentioned, my name is Jessica Salter. I'm a forester at the Pennsylvania Bureau of Forestry. Back in 1872, when Sterling Morton first challenged his residents of Nebraska to plant trees, he awarded the community to plant the most trees with an award. Today, we recognize communities who show dedication towards our trees with the Tree City USA Award. In order to become a Tree City USA Award, communities must uphold 4 standards. We must have a shade tree commission or department, a community tree ordinance. We must spend $2 per capita on trees and tree-related items in their budget, as well as hold an Arbor Day observance like we're having here today. This is the 17th year that Upper Dublin has been named a Tree City USA. It truly shows the dedication that this community has towards our trees and towards the community and future generations of the residents here in Upper Dublin. So on behalf of the National Arbor Day Foundation and the Pennsylvania Bureau of Forestry, it is my honor to present this flag to Upper Dublin as a new Tree City USA for the year 2014.